This is Inksir, an app designed specifically for storytellers, world builders, and creative thinkers. In storytelling and world building, powerful insights rarely come from following a blueprint. Instead, they emerge unexpectedly in those moments where you're laying out all your scattered ideas. You're looking at all your disconnected pieces of lore, not knowing where they're all going to lead, until suddenly, boom, it all clicks, a pattern appears, and it all aligns into something coherent. I'm talking about that moment when suddenly a plot reveals itself. A character arc suddenly makes sense. Certain themes start recurring. A culture seems tangible. Geography starts to integrate with the politics. The power system starts to make sense. The world feels unplanned yet coherent. Inksir is specifically designed to cultivate more of those moments, to transform creative exploration into meaningful discovery. In nature, complex systems often arise spontaneously from the interaction of smaller elements. These are called emergent structures. A murmuration of birds does not have a leader. Each bird is kind of doing its own thing. Yet, they form these complex synchronized patterns in the sky. Ants construct intricate colonies without any blueprints. Cities expand organically through population pressures and urban sprawl. Creative work functions in a similar way. When ideas, concepts, characters, moments, they all begin to interact, evolve, and create new ones, and thus structure reveals itself. Problem is, most writing tools today aren't built to support that process. Personal knowledge management tools like Notion, Obsidian, Rome, etc., they prioritize storage and recall over exploration. They're great for capturing ideas, but they're too open-ended. Structure never really forms. The notes kind of just passively sit there. Their connections remain shallow. The ideas are stored, but they're never activated. Conversely, when you look at specialized world building tools like World Anvil, Legend Keeper, Kunkka, Campfire, etc., these are great, but they're almost too niche. They offer too much structure too soon. There's excessive templates, categories, folders. They force ideas into static boxes. There is no reflection, there's no revisitation, no evolution, and creativity is kind of just treated like data entry, like spreadsheets. And that's why I'm building Inksir. It's a writing app that combines the strengths of both PKMs and dedicated world building tools. It's built around that core principle of emergence. In Inksir, you start with three flexible node types. You have objects. These are characters, places, factions, ideas, anything that exists in your world. You have events, which are, scenes, wars, history, plot points, anything that you can put a timestamp on. And then you have manuscripts. These are your long form writing pieces. Objects, events, manuscripts, these are your seeds. You connect them using semantic links. You place them using maps and timelines. You visualize them in tag clouds and knowledge graphs. You reflect and resurface them using dynamic dashboards. You brainstorm and ideate upon them using the infinite canvas. Your ideas evolve. You go back. You create more seeds. You track your work using Kanban boards and task lists. All these interactions between the smaller parts, all these cognitive processes, they build up and allow cohesive narratives and meaningful roles to develop. What I'm saying is you don't need an AI or a second brain, which is a marketing gimmick, by the way. Your brain already has everything it needs. What you truly require is an environment that lets you think.